put her in prison, where her father tells her what to do, what water to drink, who to see.
He instigates Britney, someone in her camp called us, gaslights her to the breaking point, and then asks for the security guards to help him, stating that Britney got out of control and physical.
I found it absolutely disgusting for the people that were in her life at the time. When she didn't have a voice, they went and told her story like it was theirs.
The goal of TMZ, Sam Asghari, Kevin Federline, and Britney's own family is to destroy Britney and keep all of her money.
For Britney Spears' entire life, she has been under a microscope. Lately, they've been criticizing her every move, but now TMZ has done the unthinkable. They are trying to tear apart Britney's marriage to Sam Asghari, and claims that their relationship is riddled with domestic violence and heated screaming matches. So let's get into it. TMZ has released one of the most disgusting documentaries. I mean, last week they said that Britney can't have knives around her, trying to make her seem like she's a threat. And now they're coming for her marriage to Sam Asghari, which Sam isn't having any of it. They're reporting that Britney Spears' marriage to Sam Asghari is on the rocks. This is according to multiple sources. TMZ has prepared a documentary that will air tonight. We already know, okay? We're told that Britney has gotten physical with Sam and screaming matches have been frequent. We're also told that things have gotten so volatile, security has had to step in. They report that our sources say that Sam doesn't stay at their home much anymore, and it's especially alarming because of how she's come to rely on him. That's literally all they reported on, and this part really pissed me off. They included like a poll, like fun, like quiz, like most votes win at the end of their article, their trash article, and they wrote, "Do you think Britney Spears is in a better place now that she's out of her conservatorship? Most votes win," is what it says. And it says, I do, I don't. And I think this is just so distasteful. Now, before we get into the depressing blind item, let's talk about how Sam has tried to defend the situation. He posted a long Instagram story where he explains that it is unfair that the media has put Britney under a microscope, and he says it's absolutely disgusting.
The last thing I want to do is speak on my wife's behalf. I would never do that. I respect her privacy. That's why I don't talk as much. And I found it absolutely disgusting for the people that were in her life at the time. When she didn't have a voice, they went and told her story like it was theirs. It was absolutely disgusting.
When Sam said that part about, someone who used to work for Britney's, now telling her story, I immediately thought of Felicia, who I kind of like Felicia, but also I don't know much about her. But she definitely went out there and told Britney's story, or at least what she knew of it, and I can see why Sam and Britney are frustrated. In the expired Instagram story, Sam spoke about how people are trying to capitalize on her life story and referenced the 15-year-long conservatorship, which he was kind of compliant throughout, but we like that he's standing up now. He said, "How are you going to take the most influential person of our generation, the princess of pop, and put her in prison?" Which we all have to agree with.
America's sweetheart, and put her in prison, where her father tells her what to do, what water to drink, who to see, and use her as a money-making machine. And then all of a sudden, after 15 years, when she's free, after all those gaslighting and after all those things that went down, now you're going to put her under a microscope and tell her story? No.
You guys may remember that Sam and Britney actually met on the set for her music video, Slumber Party. And even though he does post a lot on social media, he's a pretty low-key guy. And he's saying that all of these, blind items and these articles, this documentary, it's all clickbait, and they're not real, and they're not going through this situation. I wish he specifically spoke about the domestic violence part of it, and cleared the air that does not happen. But he's at least saying that these are clickbait stories, and they're just trying to make money.
And don't believe what you read online. 99% of the time, those are all clickbaits for you to click and for them to make money. And that time is over. Not going to allow that. And that should stop. It should stop. Absolutely. The gaslighting and all that got to stop.
While I'm glad to see Sam defending Britney, and I agree with most of what he's saying, there's another blind item that actually comes from one of my favorite TikTokers. Her name is the Kyle Marissa on TikTok, and I've actually used her work a couple of times, and she gave me a shout out recently, which we love.
Might have been Sloan on YT that I was listening to talk about how Sam has a green screen room.
But she read a blind item I can't even find on the internet, and it's like, you know, the opposite of what Sam's saying, and it kind of paints a disturbing picture.
You want more? I'll give you more. After that Jansen Eccles one, I'm sorry to have to do this to y'all, but I'm gonna have to kill the high we've been on because I've got the latest Sam Asghari Britney Spears blind items, and they are no bueno. Spam Asghari has been playing the Johnny Depp ex Amber Heard card for the past month. You guys seen those headlines. He instigates Britney, someone in her camp called us, gaslights her to the breaking point, and then asks for the security guards to help him, stating that Britney got out of control and physical. This is becoming serious, and the same source also told us that Spam has been speaking to therapists, doctors, attorneys, and now Britney's own family, giving the excuse that he's the only one that has her best interest at heart, but he also needs help. The reason Sam and Britney keep moving to different places is due to fear of neighbors calling the cops on them, and Sam is afraid of getting exposed because the last time Britney said that she would tell the world what is really happening.
So if Sam is scared of getting, exposed, then I guess some of his actions do make sense. But at the same time, there are so many different narratives being pushed everywhere, it's kind of hard to figure out what's really happening.
She's stuck. She's being called insane and is incapable of making adult decisions, and her family is applauding Sam for all of this. According to my source, their team is going after TMZ this week, but a big part of their staff believes it is too late to intervene since authorities are tired of being called for her. Allegedly, the goal of TMZ, Sam Asghari, Kevin Federline, and Britney's own family is to destroy Britney and keep all of her money. And last but not least, the poor woman can't even use her own tablet, phone, or any devices without being checked first and after by her beloved husband.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're still withholding these devices from her, and there's definitely some type of monitoring or something. I mean, we see her Instagram and we decipher the post, and it's just difficult to know where it's all really coming from. It looks like in the legal part of this entire situation, we've made some progress because Britney the Stan and some people reached out and they're looking for documents that are a part of this investigation so we can figure out what they have learned about Jamie Spears and his actions and TriStar. In the email, they've been going back and forth with someone named Jody who helps handle some of these court documents, and they're asking for the exhibits and anything related to this because they are public matter. It looks like they're going to speak to someone named Judge Paul about this request, and they're going to handle it next week. But this is a legal situation. We have the right to these documents and to know everything's fair in court. So they are going pretty hard on them in ensuring that they have access to these documents because they have the legal right to access them. So hopefully they will get these documents and start to release them, and we'll learn a lot more about what has happened behind the scenes, and we can, confirm some of those, crazy stories about how Jamie Spears really is this monster. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Did you watch the TMZ documentary? Because my friend called me and was like, hey, let's watch this. And I was like, that's TMZ. We're boycotting it. But I did see some clips and it's bad. So leave your thoughts below. Here's my email and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.